Okay, really good play by Bronny here. Again, this high pick and roll between him and Jackson Hayes. As we step up, we're going to read the feet of the defender, right? And now, they don't think Bronny's a massive threat from behind the arc. All right, he struggles at times with consistency, especially open threes. He's not consistent. But as we get this, his first steps are backwards, which means they're pretty much giving you the three and really trying to prioritize the roll off the screen by the big Jackson Hayes. And as that happens, right, we just say, boom, I'm going to take this thing. They could test with Devin Booker, but it's not a full contest. And Bronny actually drains this thing. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is perfect, right? Act like you're driving in, step back, set your feet, pull up three. Great job by Bronny there. And in this video, we're going to break down a ton of film. Bronny had 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 dimes in this game. I wanted to show you kind of what he added to this team. Now, I know it wasn't perfect. He missed some open threes. We're going to break down those as well. But we're going to look at how much better he got, okay? Now, it's small sample size. It's going to take a while for us to really know. But before we dive into the video, do me a major favor, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so yet. If we get over, let's say, 600 likes in this video, we will post non-stop Bronny videos. Non-stop. We got you guys covered, okay? Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And, like I said before, Bronny videos all year. If you guys want to see them. Again, free. Doesn't cost anything. Let's dive back into some more film. All right, here's a little give and go DHO action where we give it to Bronny. He goes and gives it right back. As that happens, we set this screen right here as he's leaking out to this left top side of the key. And boom, we get a wide open three-point opportunity. Zero contest at all. These are ones that we got to hit. Bronny just misses. I mean, it's not terrible. Like, he's not clanking it off the side of the backboard or it's not air ball, right? It's at least hitting the rim, which obviously you'd want to see. But again, if we can just improve on the consistency, the confidence is there. I'll give him that, right? He's got the tunnel vision where he can go from, 3 missed threes to then hitting one, right? He's not going to just give up on it, which is a good sign. And I believe he's getting better. I believe he's getting better. The confidence is there for Bronny. It's there. Can he turn into consistency from beyond the arc is the big question. Again, we're going to talk about that a lot in this video. Here's a play I really liked by Bronny. We're going to get this high screen. Bronny's going to be at the top over here. As we drive into the lane, we're going to create rotation, not only by the big man, but the weak side corner might even sag off for just a little bit, right? Now, what that ends up doing is, boom, now we have a really good opportunity because we basically have 3 guys covering the drive. All we got to do here is find either point A or point B and Bronny at the top, right? So as we drive in, we create that rotation. We find Bronny. Now, this defender's got to cover not only point A, but he's also got to cover point B as well. Bronny does a good job getting him to kind of overcommit and then finding a good three-point shooter in Dalton Connect who drains that three. That is good ball movement by Bronny. Again, he had an open three, passed it up for a better look there for his teammate. That's unselfishness, and that's something that every team is looking for, just that extra pass, right? I mean, so again, definitely a good sign for Bronny so far. Here's an assist. I mean, isn't the real reason he's able to score this thing, because they set this ghost screen to the top side, and I'll show you exactly what that means. Jackson Hayes comes up. He's about to set a screen. Now, this defender, we have to realize, is on the backside screaming, screen, or, screen right. So what ends up happening is he never sets the screen, rolls to the basket, and because this guy's hearing in his head or in his ears, right, screen's coming, right, we're switching. This guy ends up dropping back to switch on the roll, and because the screen doesn't happen, so does he, right? So Bronny passes it over. We set up this ghost screen. Both guys drop back. Wide open three. Gets it to go. Great play by the Lakers. Bronny does get credited with an assist there. But ultimately, it's just we'll call it a missing assignment for the Phoenix Suns defense. Looks like maybe Dylan Brooks. With the NBA season being basically in full swing, we're a couple weeks away, obviously. It's NBA preseason but things are starting to ramp up. And if you want a chance to over 1,000x your money, there is no better place to be than Sleeper. Now, the best thing about Sleeper is if you use my promo code to sign up right now, which is going to be Dubs, you're going to see it right here, right? You put in $100, they're going to give you an additional $100. They're going to match it. Okay, so if you put in 50, they'll give you 50. 20, they'll give you 20. 100, they'll give you 100. Go claim that if you haven't done it yet. That is huge. But also, you can look at anything. Even if you're, an NBA fan, but also like the NFL, guess what? They have NFL. If you like MLB for the playoffs, there's stuff for MLB. But once the NBA is, really activated, we are going to lock in on a bunch. So guys, use my promo code DUBS. You'll get that $100 match deposit on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in about 25 states, so check out Sleeper today if you haven't already done so yet. But let's get back into the video. Another interesting play from Bronny James here. Something we didn't see too much last season, but gets an isolation situation versus a guy that he knows that he can beat off the dribble. So he drives into the lane, but instead of fully getting to the basket, he starts to post up around that left elbow. And one thing I noticed is he actually went to the step back fadeaway out of the post, right? Ultimately does miss this one, but I do think that he has more confidence coming into the year. We even heard JJ Redick say he looks like a completely different player, and I think one area that he's talking about is the overall confidence that he has with the basketball in his hands, which is definitely a good sign going forward. I know he missed this shot, but I want him to be more confident. I want him to understand that he can be really good with the work, right? The work that he puts in. I think he did this offseason. Now, here's a play where they end up setting a screen with Hayes as he rolls to the basket. We're also going to drive into the lane because this guy is, kind of stuck in what we call jail behind the defender. We have leverage to the basket, and this weak side defender who is supposed to be covering Bronny. Now, Bronny is in this right corner. I know you guys can't see him, and you guys still can't see him, but he is down there, right? So as we drive in, we create weak side rotation by Devin Booker, and we find Bronny. Again, these are the ones that need to be made. You're wide open, they sag off you, and you get the weak side rotation from the defense off the high pick and roll. This needs to be a bucket every single day of the week. Bronny, let's see. No good. Slightly off there. I'm telling you right now, when Bronny can consistently hit these corner threes, he will be a full-time player for them. Maybe not a starter, but he will crack the rotation and play a good amount. He just needs to find the consistency from either the corners, behind the arc, anywhere. And I believe he can do it. Now, this is where I want to see Bronny start to improve, right? I need to see him be more consistent from behind the arc. Not absolutely terrible, but if we can get better, he can definitely not only crack the rotation, but be a consistent player on this team if he can start to really cement himself as a shooter, as someone who can be a threat from behind the arc. And right here, they give him the separation because, they're still disrespecting him, right? They're still saying, you know what, we're going to give you the space, we're going to let you shoot, there's no closeout whatsoever, and he does miss this slightly to the left, which it is what it is, right? But again, if we can improve on these three-pointers, I do think Bronny can be one hell of a player. Will we see that? I don't know. I think in this game specifically, he did a good job getting to the lane and creating contact, getting to the free throw line for sure. But again, the consistency from beyond the arc is something that needs to be done. All right, last one here. Ball top of the key. Defender slightly sags off, and Bronny decides to pull up a three. No good. Misses that thing. He missed a lot of threes in this game, but he took them, okay? I want to see him continue to take them, right? Because he's got to be able to hit them. You cannot, in today's era, you cannot be a guy that misses a lot of threes. You can't, I don't want to say misses a lot of threes. You can't be a guy who can't shoot them at all. Okay, so if you're like the Ben Simmons of the world, yeah, it's gonna be tough to find a team, to stick on a team. Here's another one, wide open three, rims in and out. I mean, he took them. He took them when he was open. Good job. Now we need to find the ability to score them. Got to be able to hit them. So that comes next. So we'll see next game how it changes. But let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family. Has Bronny James gone better? I think confidence-wise, Yes, he's got the tunnel vision that you'd want in a scorer. But again, most important part is actually being able to hit him. Can that happen? We'll see. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.